live video. It's me. So I was trying to be honest. My weekend has been hectic, and I know a lot of things happen this weekend, especially when it comes to Marvel Rivals and some other stuff on the minds. And obviously, those have been watching the World Cup. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. Hope your teams have been winning. If they're not, sorry to hear that, but it's not the be all end all, and it's not going to be your life. But just move on to just go ahead and just yap about whatever, because I'm just chilling. Like I said, I'm trying to recover. My weekend has been very eventful of work, so that went.
What's up, bro?
Oh, good man.
I hope you guys have been having a good week. I hope y'all had a good weekend, especially since now today is Monday and life be life, and so just go ahead and do what you gotta do when it comes to like your life, propel, and just make sure that everything is good, or at least at the very least, try to make the best out of what you can.
Yeah, it was 0-4. Yeah, 1-4.
We have to remember they've got GMs and high classes. Like, this just is a better team.
I guess, yeah, I'll believe you, okay? What's that called?
He said, I guess. I was gonna say when it's a better team, it's a better team. You got people that have better game sense, and that's what they like. I'm watching RDC play Marvel Rivals, or at the very least, it's kind of just in the background. I'm just like I was using it to just roll up for real, for real. If y'all know, y'all know. If you've seen RDC play Marvel Rivals, you kind of understand. Like they suck. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like they on PC. If I ever ran into them on my console with their PC, I stomp them. I stomp them like straight up. But yeah, that leads me into Marvel Rivals in general because apparently NetEase Marvel Rivals there was a creator tournament for 30K, 300K. Excuse me, not 30K, 300K. These tournaments and drama has been going crazy, but Marvel not slick and Marvel not Marvel NetEase isn't slick and they're not it's we know what y'all doing. Y'all want more drama through regular, whatever. I'm not sure if y'all trying to create another Kingsman, which would make sense if you do want to create another Kingsman. You need to create an environment to allow that. Or how about this? Just make another, like, just get your lowest creators and whatnot, or those that are bringing, playing the game Marvel Rivals and bringing viewers in. Like, just have them play have a creative tournament for that and have them like go about that. But NetEase is just trying to get more eyes from regular people to play the game, even though you already have a fan base of people that understand Marvel IP is pretty much universal to everybody. Like seriously, everybody at this point, since the MCU has been out, knows about Marvel. Didn't used to be the case, but at the same time, though, when when you got movies and media and pushing forth like that heavy, and when it comes to that type of company that's just $1 billion empire, almost probably trillions and stuff, it's very very high up there. So you got that, and it's all vicious.
Oh, we're down to healer. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, back up. Ben, did you go up there to fight them? I tried to do a.
Hello, thank you for joining the stream. Very much appreciate everybody that comes along. Puff pass if you got it, or if you, do what you gotta do. I wish I had somebody to truly pass it to, but they're at work, so it's all good. I made sure to have another one for them too.
Yeah, he just won 11K.
I usually do these like a little earlier. It is fairly late for me to do this, only because, like I said, I worked this weekend and I'm extremely tired. Like for real, genuinely tired. Like, it was hectic when you got to deal with people and you got a little bit of physical that just show what you. It's a lot, when it comes to that type of deal, mind and body.
right after that.
So save my own, save my own.
Yeah, save your ult. Save
I
your
bet.
ult. All right, we have to push up, though. We have to push up.
But yeah, for those
All right, get in there.
coming in, hopefully you guys are enjoying yourselves, having a good day.
Wait. This one, Nice. Nice one healer dead.
I keep seeing these notifications. So for those that don't know, I do contract as a work, or at least I contract shifts, pick them up, just do them. It shows in the flexibility of my life. Funny enough, because of well, if you understand how I play, if you understand Marvel Rivals, they have a hero that kind of this is a hero that's for you, genuinely speaking. So I'll say always have your main. Understand that your main is your main, but you do need to flex and fill.
Okay, it's fine. So we just walked in with your ult now, Mark.
Here's another flip side to that. If you can optimize your play to where you can play in different comps and different play styles, you're extra valuable as that character versus when you're trying to switch. Just saying, like I said, you'll be more valuable in your optimal comp or your optimal character or play style versus trying to fix or fill and do something that you really aren't able to do. Like granted, my main is Mr. Fantastic. That's why I used the flex terminology earlier because of flexible. Excuse me. I use the flexible of my life to mirror into Mr. Fantastic because it's kind of obviously he's smart. I like to think so for myself, as well as like he does so much for his family. Like that's who he's doing things for. So I emphasize so much team play. I do. I love playing with the team and fighting with the team. Now there are things that when it comes to one on one you can do one on one fights and whatnot, but yeah, no. When it comes to the objective itself, you gotta play with your team. I know my face. Uh, Probably some hair growing in or something. But yeah, no. That flexibility. That's where it goes boils down to.
Where you at, Ben? I'm right here. Right. Where you at?
Hello. Thank you for joining. All right. Well, other than feeling as blessed as I do, I am. Oh, thank you so much. I am genuinely tired. In all honesty, I worked 30 hours this weekend, basically through 3 days, and a lot of it was dealing with people. And I appreciate the subscribe and the like for the video. Thank you so much. But yeah, no, I've just been pretty tired, and and wanted to talk about some of the drama with Marvel Rivals. There's always some type of drama that goes into it.
Bro, we gotta stop that Black Panther, bro.
Always some drama with Marvel Rivals. That 300K tournament. It's a different situation. I think NetEase, like again, I feel like NetEase is trying to create another Kingsman, and I get wanting to create more stars to try to get more people to watch your game, but you have to go to like get some other people, or like get people that really play the game as well as personalities that play the game and push forth that. There's not enough eyes on this game in general, or at the very least, NetEase doesn't know how to create or generate views to be consistent because it's always drama. It's always something drama filled, and I get drama. Drama create generates. Drama definitely generates. Excuse me. It genuinely generates. However, you can't keep utilizing that. You got to have some type of story, right? I'm not even talking about like PvE. I'm just talking about people love to cling to a story. That's why Kingsman got other than just him being so connected, because him during that time, everybody can relate to the struggling person trying their hardest, and being not just trying their hardest, but being willing and open to help out when somebody else like feels like they just want to do what they want. And he was just open and compromise. Like he was looking to compromise, and that's how he got famous when he got stonewalled. Right, when something stonewalls you and tells you no, that's when everybody can truly rally, because it feels oppressive. That's what happens when you feel oppressed, and it makes it even easier because he's black. But not to say like that's the whole reason. No, it's not. It's not even part of the reason. It's not even a 1% reason. But at the same time, it's still, it makes it that much easier to see, visually, of course. Not in the sense of like, oh, this is identity. It's a part. It's always a part of somebody's identity, but it's not their entire identity. The real identity again was being stonewalled and trying to help and trying to do your hardest and trying your best. Now we live in a society where trying seems like it's frowned upon or looked at as like, oh, you're doing too much, or whatever the case may be. It's stupid. It's genuinely stupid, in my humblest opinion. Even if it doesn't feel humble, that's how I feel because of how it looks. Like you're not wanting to get better as a person, or you're wanting to do better for your team. Because there's a lot of it's not just you. It's not just you. It's not just you. There's a ways of going about communication. Not everybody understands like how to do that, but it's ways of going about it.
Or cap.
Uh,
No cap in the back line.
yeah, we could. Just got
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Well,
I was right.
Yeah, it's a good one, man.
that's the same thing. Like, this game, I ain't gonna lie.
They're close.
Punk beat your ass because you got no heels behind you. Yeah, he whooping that ass. Yeah, probably. What do you need? Oh no, not what patty cake mean. But luckily though, luckily he's not a healer, so he doesn't have to worry about patty caking. If you play Marvel Rivals enough, I would hope you already know what patty caking means.
Use it, Ben. I'm using it. Yep. Nice, Ben. I got you. Bro, how are these niggas still alive? I don't know if you saw me sweating, but it got hot. The AC is on, but since I'm smoking, the window's open. Gotta can't have the walls being stained.
No way, it's like crazy, bro.
Where's the Cyclops at?
Top right.
They killed Bill. They gotta hurry back, bro.
How's y'all feeling about the World Cup, though, if anybody's watching it? Because Lord knows I'm not. Lord knows I'm not watching it. But at the same time, though, good for them. Oh, whoa. Mm-hmm. I reckon play Marvel Rivals. This is what I do. Sorry, I said I was tired. Let me know if y'all want this next blunt.
Yeah.
You switch. Oh, I was thinking about dying. Oh, y'all was sports, man. I was like, no, I'm not dead.
Right here, back.
What's the mood? What's the mood? How y'all feeling tonight? I know I'm high. Not high as it could be, but definitely feeling good. Yeah, no more RBC. No, I fucks with them. So thank God that they got to where they got. But right now, yeah, let's just find something else. Ooh, mercy.
Marvel. Dude, at this point, Marvel might be the most
You know what?
franchise of
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's see if I get mad at this, because we talking about the IP of Marvel. Let's see if we got takes that'll make me upset. I do like Marvel as you know, the company in general. Just
everybody has an opinion on it.
I mean,
If you're alive,
I like to think I'm an
influenced your
objective
life
fan
in some way, shape, or
of
form.
things in
Whether it's
general.
movies,
So
cartoons, games,
I like them, and I'll always love them,
the
and
MCU
I'll
alone has been dominant for over
but
a decade.
there's a
and
certain
now it's kind of revving back up its
there's a
station.
certain level
On
of
top of that, just
love that
about
you have to,
every
you know,
form of
be able
media
to
you consume growing up,
give and have
Marvel
for
was
at least
there. They
care.
made sure their name was everywhere.
When it comes to caring about
And
things,
because
you
of
know,
that,
it hurts
everybody
when they
has a take.
when
It
they
doesn't
make
matter
when
if
they
you
have
love
something
Marvel,
bad.
hate Marvel,
I
or
guess
you're
that's the
somewhere in
best
the middle,
way I can describe
depending
it,
on the
or
project.
something a
Everyone
shit
has
project,
something to say. That's just
something
what
like that.
happens
I guess
when
that's the best
something
way I can really
becomes
describe it.
this
It's a
mainstream.
shitty project,
It turns into
you
a
know, something like
constant
that.
cycle
Oh,
of
somebody invited me to
opinions,
play.
debates,
Oh
and
shit!
honestly, a lot
What
of
they
repeated
talking?
takes. And that's really what this video is about, because when something gets this big, you start to notice
That my
patterns.
thing looking
The
like
same
who?
opinion. It's because people just haven't read enough. It's just
Hello?
genuinely what they think. And other times, well, it's just easier to repeat what everyone else is saying. But
Let me
either way,
see
it
what's
leads to
going
one
on.
thing. A lot of noise.
Oh, you don't have a mic.
So what I want to do is cut through that a little bit. I've got some takes here, some
hello.
hot, some not, some...
Hold on. Hello, can you hear me?
I think they're kind of hot
Oh, what's
takes
going
to the
on with my
normie,
mic
but they
is
aren't
the real
exactly
question.
that crazy if you're within this community.
Hello?
But you kind of have to wet the feet of the people who aren't all consumed by the
Hello,
topic
can you hear me?
of superheroes, and in this case, Marvel itself. Not everyone is going to know everything. Sometimes there's things that are
Hold on, let me see what's going on with
overhyped,
my...
or things that are just completely misrepresented when people talk about Marvel, and people just like to reiterate the next take that they heard. So how about
hold
I
on.
drop my hat in the ring, and let's see what happens. So,
You
we're
gotta
going to
just take
start
it
with
out.
the most obvious
Take it
one.
back. Put it back
The
in.
most obvious character that everyone wants to talk about,
Ooh.
and that is Spider-Man.
Let me see. I know I'm on with somebody right now. Hold on,
To my
let me see.
DC videos, that for Marvel, I have very general takes
Hello,
on
can you hear me?
characters that might be considered rambling to some, because I'm just gonna go spitfire on a bunch of these different takes. But with Spider-Man, I had to start here because he is the face of Marvel. The video would feel incomplete without talking about him. He's a part of that big three: Batman, Superman, and Spider-Man, the characters that are always at the top. But here's the weird thing about Spider-Man. He's at the highest peak possible as a character, while simultaneously being near the bottom in terms of how he's handled in the comics. And that's why I made that post a while ago.
So I was invited.
DC, if you could take his mythos.
I was thinking the
with him.
same.
And the responses were kind of split. Some people said yes, some people said no.
I guess so.
But the fact that it's even a conversation tells you everything about the current
Yeah,
state
you
of the
just invited me.
character.
It's random.
Now, one of
Yeah,
the
I'm
biggest
sure.
things I always see people say is that Spider-Man is the most done dirty character in Marvel, that he suffers more than anyone else, that Marvel treats him the absolute worst. And I'm gonna be honest,
What really sucks is my
that's
paint is
just
going
not
to shit.
true. Spider-Man fans have this thing I like to call the Trauma Olympics. It's basically trauma power scaling, trying to prove or act that Peter Parker has it worse than everybody else. But if you actually look at Marvel as a whole, that argument falls apart pretty quickly.
Well, it seems like I'm just chilling in the same, waiting.
Bunch of storylines back to back.
On the game.
Punisher's entire existence is built on losing basically everyone, even himself in the process, and Daredevil's life is suffering back to back to back, the same way as Spider-Man is currently, but that's just scratching the surface because with Daredevil, his
They probably won't give me
stories
that giant
are
one if
so
I go
good,
back. Let me see.
the fans don't want it to stop. With Spider-Man, at
They'll
least
probably
the
give me the
writing
tiny
was
one.
bad enough that fans were kind of waking up and they realized maybe our favorite
See?
hero, the poster boy of the franchise, should get
It's
some
mini.
praise. But even within
Mini
Spider-Man's
fantastic.
publication history, if you want to look at it from a
Mini
quality standpoint,
fantastic.
it's not as bad as people make it to seem. Yeah, the main inconsistent. Yeah, editorial mandate will get in the way. But at the same
Let me see
time,
something.
there's always
I'm still in this
something
damn
good
party.
if you look for the
What are we
sequel of
doing?
Batman and Superman, that because they publish so many books for all those characters, multiple books that are either maxi series, mini series, Elseworld books, all
Just geeking.
things. That with these three characters, you have at least one good story. Nick Spencer's
It's always that
early
one strand of
half
hair. I got this
was
one
really
piece of hair that's
solid,
just
at
kind of
least to me.
exposed now.
Dan Slott,
Like,
while he's very
if you
inconsistent
know,
at being
you see my
consistently
profile.
good,
I got a lot. Hold on, let me see what these fools are doing. Because if they not doing nothing, I'm leaving the party.
People like J.D. Mateus, a veteran of
1 second.
writing, just rise from the ashes and
Oh,
come in and drop
never mind.
a
Seems
really
like we're
big
doing something.
miniseries
It
out
can't
of
be.
nowhere.
It can't be comp.
Even Chip
That dude's like
Zdarsky
level
had a
1.
pretty solid Spider-Man run in the pages of
So.
Spectacular Spider-Man, and that's the advantage.
I don't
because
even.
he's
He don't even
popular,
buy anything. He probably
always
don't even know
has
what we play.
content. If the main
I'm about to
one
be
is
my
mid,
uncle.
you've got the side series. If that's not
Y'all want to
good,
be tanks?
you've
Die
got
tanks at
another
that?
series
I'm
saying,
okay with
what if
that.
there's
I just want to
Spider-Man
lord my.
that's
I just want to
worth
lord my
but then
uncle.
the side characters have nothing worthwhile either. The
I'm
main
gonna mute
issue
my
of
mic.
the series isn't that
He's
Spider-Man
in-game.
suffers, like a lot of people like to say, is that people are tired of seeing it done.
Like it was already muted, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, nah, fuck that.
That soap opera drama, that messy life, that is not a flaw that's happening within the current pages of ASM. That's the character. That's him baked into him
Yeah.
since
Oh,
the
this map.
60s. Fans have seen it handled so badly so many times now that they don't even want it anymore, even though it's essential to who Peter Parker
Let's
is.
see. Let's
But at the same
see.
time,
We
I
got
can
one
see
strat.
growth does
We don't need 3
matter.
tanks
You
though.
can't just keep breaking him down.
If you want to
without
play like
building
strat
him
pool, that'd be
back up.
dope. It'd probably be
That's
the
where
best.
the frustration comes in, but even with all of that, Spider-Man is not the benchmark for suffering.
We got one strat. This is wild.
Gotta stop using the term, oh, that guy got Spider-Man writers, so absolute Batman has Spider-Man
Welcome to Quick
writers.
Play.
No, absolute
If you know, you
Batman
know.
has absolute Batman writers and artists. He is the guy, a part of that. Scott Snyder. Put some respect on his name, calling him a Spider-Man writer because Batman is going through trauma. He is a veteran of Batman. He has put Batman through the ringer, and he knows how to make a compelling story. There is a lot of characters who suffered more, and in the trajectory of what Absolute Bruce is going through, he is going to fly straight past him despite only having a book for like 2 years. Honestly,
Oh yeah, they
Peter is
X-Men.
not even in the top 10 within Marvel.
Yeah, I figured I'd die.
Spider-Man fans need to come.
We got one strat. Why'd you go to DPS pool?
When done dirty from
You went from
all
tank
your
pool to
perspectives
DPS
as
pool,
well.
knowing that we need another
Also,
strat. That's wild as fuck.
in that
Right,
top
go
10, it just
healer.
seems like
Thank
it's
you.
because he's so popular, and yes, Spider-Man
Like what
should be
the
top
fuck?
priority. He is the mascot of the Marvel brand, other than the X-Men. But no, Spider-Man always has material that's good. Television series, as we've seen this year, Spider-Man Noir, movies, video games, all of the above. You guys are going to feast for the rest of your life. Stop it. It is not that serious. It's kind of like I'm consoling you. It's not that bad. ASM could be worse. Spider-Man could very much be a killer.
I couldn't twitch in
time. You can
time.
tell that this video is a bit more unscripted. I don't know.
But
anyways,
no, we got no
next
good.
one. This is
Got no good healers.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it in the slightest. And it
I'm
is
okay.
about
It's fine.
Daredevil. When it comes to the Marvel Universe,
I don't know what I was
Murdoch
gonna do.
is always in that GOAT discussion. A lot of
I
people
guess
like
I'll
to say,
believe
and
you
you've
guys.
heard
It's a
lot,
fucking
that
wild
Daredevil
statement when you
has
fucking trash.
no bad runs. He's the most consistent Marvel
Yeah,
character.
nah, fuck that. I'll
You
just
can
go
pick
ahead and
up
play
any
my team.
Daredevil run, and it'll be amazing. And when I first heard that, I believed it. That clicked in my brain. So I
You
did what I
frontliner.
always do. I went back to the beginning, and let me tell you, I have never been more bored in my life. Like, the truth
Yeah, I don't
is,
see my other
Daredevil
strat.
wasn't always this elite, untouchable character. For a long time, he was just there. Frank Miller saved this broke boy's life. The book was incredibly
Yeah.
inconsistent. You'll get a good issue here and there from a guest writer or artist, and then you go right back to the same slop. Miller didn't
Barely.
just elevate Daredevil as a character, he pulled him from the trenches. That's when the character finally found his identity. That tone, that grounded storytelling, the psychological depth.
Yeah, that's a kill.
All of that comes from that era. Of course, we had the Jim Shooter McKenzie era right before.
'Cause I'm the
that
shit.
had some decent things here and there and some highlights, but I don't think it really got good, and I don't think anyone would argue with me with this until Miller. Once you hit the 80s, it feels like smooth sailing. Until it doesn't, because
Right, ran into a
Daredevil
shotgun.
has a huge
But
problem
of course
at
I'm the ace. I'm the shit.
It's Renaissance.
Niggas suck.
And that is interruptions. You'll be locked into a great run, fully invested.
I know how to play
and
my
then
uncle.
Suddenly, a new writer comes in with a new direction, and everything now shifts. It breaks that momentum. You see it with the transition between runs. You see it inside runs sometimes. It creates this weird inconsistency that people just ignore when they talk about Daredevil being perfect. If you look at the Frank Miller stuff, it was interrupted by the Denny O'Neil run. And hey, whenever Denny O'Neil is on a book, I like to hear it out.
Beat your
A
ass.
very influential Batman run created
I'm
by
outta here.
Al Ghul in his tenure
Huh, huh,
as the
huh,
Batman
huh,
editor
huh.
from the late mid-80s to the 90s and the
I know how to
beginning
hunt.
of the 2000s.
Watch this hunt.
Produced some of my favorite Batman comics ever. This Question run was generational.
Oh yeah, you thought I didn't have a dash.
Run, while ignored by many, is very foundational.
You lucky.
Certain pieces
So
from
lucky.
Rhodey becoming
Glow up?
Iron Man to the Silver Centurion.
Glow up? Where was that going?
Along
But
with
okay,
things
that's
like
fine.
mental health, alcoholism, and even
'Cause if I would done
racism
back.
in the same storyline, he has produced some bangers.
Yeah, both healers. Yeah, no, these strats suck.
He produced a Spider-Man run, which I'm not too fond of. And when it comes to his Daredevil run, that kind of interrupted Frank Miller's Marvel 80s magnum
Let's go.
opus, other than, I guess, Wolverine. That really hit me in my soul. I felt like I was stopped dead in my tracks. And yeah, we had Ann Nesenti come off the heels of Miller's run, and that was really good.
You bitch.
But you can only
Oh,
do
actually, you know what? They got
something
strats.
so long.
They actually have
And then
decent
you hit the
strats.
90s.
They know how to play.
It's either amazing, carrying over the greatness from the 80s, or it's pure, edgy nonsense. There's no middle ground, and it's mostly very bad. Chichester's run, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce his name.
Of course not.
was- oh, dude,
I had the most
I'm
damage
so
in the
much
lobby.
into Armored Daredevil suit.
6
That's
final
why I
hits
don't
out of my
understand
7
people
kills.
who like that suit, because it brings me back to very bad times. Like, Daredevil was, at least to me, unreadable. I did not like it. You got small bursts of quality, like J.M.D. Mateus coming in for a short arc, something interesting here and there. But a lot of it is very rough. And then you get to people like Carl Kessel and Joe Kelly trying to lighten things up from the overly edgy nonsense of the 90s, which helps. It's enjoyable. It's kind of like the Mark Wade to the Shadowland, but
New Capri Sun Hydrate. Who says hydration?
I'm about to just kick you. Let me see. Get the fuck off. Get the fuck out. Children.
IHG Hotels and
I
Resorts.
fucking suck. You fucking suck. You the trash bag.
Or live like a local. Unplug for the day.
People are funny.
Changing along.
I ace on your team.
You can guess how you guessed.
This spring, I decided to do a little cleaning, but with my hair routine. I ditched my 10-step hair routine and replaced it with just one product, the Redken Naked Gloss Oil, and honestly, I haven't looked back since. Now, my routine is only 2
That make
steps.
GGCC,
So I apply the oil
man.
to my hair
Still
while it's
dumb.
still damp after washing. Then, once my hair is dry, I go in with a second layer.
Yeah, he ain't leave. I
That
kicked
is
him.
magic in a bottle, gives me heat protection, frizz control, and the
He's
prettiest
like,
shine.
fuck out of my
Soft
face.
and glossy hair every single time. My hair. How? Just like that.
Goodness gracious. Anyway. Actually, you know what? That was a pretty good display of my uncle.
From the processor, your PC wishes it had.
Let's see. Go ahead and just do
but
another
it
quick
wasn't
match.
even the ending point of Daredevil before the Marvel Knights relaunch. We got Scott Lobdell, and if you know, you know. The run was so forgettable, I genuinely
Tell
couldn't
me.
tell
There's
you
always somebody
what
trying to tell
happened in
somebody
it.
else what they
And
really
actually,
did.
I'm gonna stop myself
Hey,
right there.
bruh.
I should
You not
never,
nobody nothing.
ever let Scott Lobdell off
Like, who
the
you
hook.
think you talking
Not
to?
like I hate the man. Hate is a strong word, and I could never. But if you are a Red Hood fan,
Yeah,
not me,
couple
I used to
niggas.
be, or if you're a, I don't know, a Teen Titans
I got
fan,
that BP being
you
garbage.
have a bone to pick with this man. Eventually, though, Marvel Knights comes in and resets things with Guardian
How's this?
Devil, which, by the way, is overrated nonsense. Is it
Oh.
important? Yes. Is it amazing?
Well,
No.
I mean,
But
there's a lot of things that aren't perfect.
that's when Daredevil becomes the go. I think Daredevil is the go of the 2000s and the 2010s. That stretch from Bendis, Brubaker, Wade, Soul, it's just
All right, let's get this
incredible.
going.
That's what people talk about when they say consistent. Even the beginning of Zdarsky's run was
We
also
technically have 3
really
niggas on the team.
good. I
This,
think
this
the
little BP.
Shadowland
Yep.
Andy Diggle era
Because
is the one bad
Tyrone is
spot,
right
other
here
than, of
with
course, the
Tandy.
ending
I'm
of
my
Soul's
uncle.
run.
And we got a
Not to say
BP.
everything is perfect,
That's
of
all 3
course,
niggas.
but as a whole,
All 3
it's
niggas is in the
pretty
game.
darn strong. Zdarsky, though, after you get past that first year into Volume 7, that's when things start to fall off. The Red Fist saga had ideas, it was creative, way more than a lot of other parts of Zdarsky's run that kind of copied things from previous runs but done a lot worse, but it didn't hit the way it should have. And yes, this is me basically.
Oh, hell no, not them having 2.
Zdarsky's run is
Get him out of here. There's only one blade. That's my
but it's
uncle
not top
for a
5
reason.
all time that I've been seeing
He
a lot
tried
of people do. Yes, I will admit it has a lot of aura, a lot of big moments,
What's
a lot
good?
of panels that look amazing out
Oop,
of
I missed.
context. That's perfect for edits and social media to drive engagement. But that does automatically make it one of the greatest runs ever. It's very much built for Netflix Daredevil fans.
We about to
because
jump
I would
you.
be the first to tell you that the version of Daredevil Zdarsky made is very different from the Daredevil I know. The Punisher he made is very different as well to the Punisher I know. But if you're a fan of those Netflix versions,
Yeah, she had to
it will
die.
fit you like a glove. For a lot of people,
Ooh, I got my phone.
it's their first comic book Daredevil
At least I'm behind
experience,
cover.
and that is why they hold on to it so tightly. But the
Fucking
moment
fish,
you move
man.
on to greater and better things, you'll start to realize that his run.
Yeah, the Phoenix 5 is
thrives
technically in the
on
game.
It's kind of the
Oh, I'm the
opposite
ace.
Tom Taylor's
Of course I'm the
Spider
ace.
run. That one.
I can't believe I dropped the phone now.
Some character-driven
Crazy work.
moments that is meant to
You'll have
blow
your
up
shit
on
using the
Tumblr
broken
out
Cyclops.
of context. I know.
He not even the ace no more. He know damn well.
Everywhere, but I hope you guys
He know
realize
damn well
that
it wasn't him
Zdarsky's
that
run
was
the
pushing the
back
pace.
half takes us
He needed
into
them heels. But watch the BP.
So there, maybe for like 3
Wait, do I
years
still have a
straight, for the
BP?
most
Yeah, I
part,
do.
Other than the ending of Zdarsky's
I need
run,
heels.
which I really like, it hasn't been very good. What I've
That's how you
noticed
play,
is that
bro.
A lot of modern writers can give
Where the
you a
hell are my
strong
heels?
Start 6 issues, maybe a year, maybe a bit more, but after that is when things
Yeah, I wanna know
start
where
to
my
slip
heels
up.
are.
So hopefully Stephanie Williams does a good job. So yeah, Daredevil is amazing, but he's not perfect. He has had bad runs. Back to back, he has had weak periods, even within good runs, and we need to stop pretending
Oops.
otherwise.
Play this health pack.
My next take is gonna be
You
on
missed.
X-Men fans,
You missed.
and
You missed. Oop, you missed again.
Y'all
You fucking
might be
suck.
the most
I
annoying
beat
Marvel
your ass
fans there are.
personally.
I don't mean this in a
1v1.
purely negative way because they're passionate
I
and
fucking
know
hate.
they care. And
Oh, I know he saw me.
honestly,
I know how he saw me.
them. The X-Men are one of
Because
the
Blade
most
got wall hacks.
important parts of that entire universe. They've dominated comics, having the most sold comic of all time, X-Men #1, a single issue selling millions upon millions of copies. Then, of course, in animation,
I'm still the ace is
X-Men,
crazy
of
work.
course,
Bro, I'm
92,
just playing
X-Men
decent.
97, Evolution, everything in between. Video games, X-Men Legends, all the Capcom games, Marvel vs. Capcom, they are an integral part of those franchises. So when they were excluded,
Yeah, no, you only got that because you had to jump me with your team. But it's fine.
Competitive play.
I'm okay with that.
Any sort of
Completely okay with
you're
it.
probably going to
I just don't have
X-Men
heals.
some way, shape,
I don't even
or
have a good
form.
team.
But
All the
way
rest of my
some
team is
X-Men
negative.
fans talk about other
Like literally every one
characters,
of them.
it's crazy.
Oh, you did the ult.
There's this weird disconnect where they only
Where
care
is it?
about mutants and everything else gets dismissed or
Get him out of here. Let me-
misunderstood. Take, for example,
Oh, nice. That means double ulted.
Ghost Captain America, Steve Rogers himself. I've seen so many takes that completely miss the point of his character. Putting it bluntly, and for all the idiots in the back, and I know I was not speaking. What happened to me, bro? I was not speaking
Right.
this way in my
Come
DC
on,
video,
come on.
and I am 100% more passionate.
Somebody else
about
did
DC
die too. I'm still the
something
ace.
happened
Oh wow,
to
my
us that
Cyclops is
happened
now
because
now
I
positive.
don't like overglazed or
Oh,
over
but my Emma's pushing the pace.
concepts and characters and just ideas.
Yep, my Emma was pushing pace. That was good. I was hoping that ult would do it for her.
Cap is not a government
I was
puppet. He
geeked up
doesn't
not even
blindly
being in that
follow
form. That's
authority.
crazy.
He represents what America should thrive to
Get that
be,
fucking fish out of here.
not what it is.
What is
He's
my
one of
Jeff
those characters
doing?
that we've seen time and time again, even compared to other heroes within the same universe, who's the most willing to stand against the system when
I know how to
it's
play him.
wrong. And people ignore that. Like, do you guys realize how ironic?
I missed a lot of those shots. I didn't mean to do that.
Which makes it so cool.
I didn't have my dash, but I'm in natural cover. I'm in natural cover. That's all I could do.
The most antagonistic to the government they're representing. That is so sick. And then, to jump off a little bit, the whole Magneto was right thing. No, he's not. His motivations are completely understandable. Absolutely, I will not argue with you there. But his
There we go. There we go.
No, genocide is not.
I didn't realize she was going to fucking die. Damn, bitch. What the fuck? Also, why is my Jeff not ulting?
Pushing an agenda that is meant to eradicate
My Jeff has not ulted.
mankind. But three wrongs do not make a right.
I can't get a good teammate to save my life. It's fine. It happens in comp too. This is why I'm not playing
You
it.
also have to realize that not
Yeah, that's all
everyone
good.
is bad. And I'm pretty sure all of us should know this right now. That overgeneralization is usually the cause of a lot of racism. Saying all humans are bad, even though the Marvel Universe is a little bit cooked in terms of global or just social perception of superheroes.
I got my phone again, but I'm about to kill this Luna.
If that was the case, what is the point of all these superheroes helping them?
Who you trying to
That
heal?
would be a very cynical way of looking at the world, that all of us need to die, including
You think
your
I can't
loved
chase you?
ones and the people around you that
You're
you see
dead.
every
Bye,
day.
Tyrone.
Even if somebody annoys you or somebody is like, somebody please help me
You're dead.
understand. If
Sorry, I didn't mean to drop the phone, y'all.
Frank Castle's mindset on someone like Superman.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
You know,
SVP
it
again.
would be very scary because Frank does not
Just a
do
good blade.
second chances. His actions are absolute. And even if we just look at him practically, he's not clearing a place like Gotham. A lot of people look at place Batman and Punisher
More quick
against
play.
each other.
Yeah,
seeing
gonna try to
who
Lord
has
Blade.
Better morality, but he's not taking out Joker, Riddler, Poison Ivy, Clayface.
Yeah,
Mr.
we back, we
Freeze,
back. I
all
know,
of
I
these
dropped the phone by
island
accident. I didn't mean to do that.
American Stevens, his point of view was better. It's just not going to work.
Yep.
The only
Look like
way
team full of
that
DPS right here. So this should be something because I've been here before, and I won't say it's like no, it hasn't worked. It's a team full of DPS.
and it's
There we go. Some people switch 1-1. I'm not switching only because I know I'm good. I SVP the last 2 games, and if you can't aim, that's not my problem. Looking at this Wanda and this Moon Knight here. So there's that. There.
Villains, he usually just picks them up.
Blade is basically like a
And since this is
it's like a comparable to Psylocke in the game, you know how but at the very least a Moon Knight team up is nice for me.
Green Goblin or characters that have hundreds of
I have to
thousands of
remember
deaths
it.
under their
But I
belt.
know there's a one shot
Why
with it,
is
so
that? Well,
definitely got to do
because
that.
how lame would it be if you're building a storyline?
It's a one shot with that. It's a one shot. He has a regular one shot too.
And in some Punisher side story, he gets killed
Yeah.
off.
I just gotta remember to use it.
That is
But
just
it's hard,
good
like,
writing.
remember,
But going back to
use
Gotham,
this like
if you look
the
at
Blade one
Joker,
shot only
people
because
sometimes pull up on Joker and
only
it's
because of how,
he's
like,
just a guy. What Batman comic have you seen where Batman was able to sneak up on the Joker? Joker is usually in hiding, planning something because he's very smart.
Nope, don't get too greedy.
Batman within his scheme.
I was going to say I tried, but I got I didn't get no heals at the end of that. It's all good. What is my Moon Knight doing? What is my Moon Knight doing? Oh, look at him being retarded. Oh, look at that. I think he's a bot. Yeah, no, of course, like, you know, they're Wanda, so I'm not tripping off of that.
Riddler, he's gonna have to go through his own.
Here's my thing though, like, you know, you come on quickly and you know you're playing Wanda. At least you're not Lord Wanda. That's something that's good.
Poison Ivy.
My healers died.
Mr. Freeze are high level.
I got no heals.
That at their peak,
I got no heals.
fight superhumans way
Play cover,
stronger
play,
than Batman. If he's so effective, why are his own villains still alive too? Why is Jigsaw still here? Because he gets resurrected.
Yeah, he got that bitch down.
Let's apply that to
That's
DC
good.
and Batman. That would probably happen too. Why is the Kingpin still alive after the recent Punisher run showed him getting mowed down by Punisher bullets? I don't know.
Got him.
Maybe his bullets
Got his
will
ass
really
back.
break reality so they won't kill anybody. Maybe
Come here,
Red should
baby.
have some
Come
of
here,
those
baby.
so Batman isn't on his tail anymore. Like, it doesn't make... Dude, when was the last major villain you could
Come
name
on.
off the top of your head that Punisher killed and stayed dead? Maybe, I think he killed a Mandarin. I don't even know if it was the Mandarin, but I remember that. Maybe he killed Red Skull, but I doubt it. Somebody else probably did that. Arnim Zola, maybe. I don't know. I'm just grasping at straws. That's how...
I just killed your dumbass with the gun. You got blicked. He got blicked, y'all.
He might even be my favorite anti-hero of all time, but the moment you put his morality and his ethics and you see it as something that's safe,
He got blicked. I know he probably sick off of that shit.
It just pushes me the wrong way because why are you trying to
I want to
boost
get
up
stuck in
your
here though.
character Punisher because you believe in his way of thinking, which if you do, you're a psychopath if you believe no criminals deserve.
You better be.
Even Punisher doesn't want other people to be like him. Why would you want Batman to follow in his footsteps? I don't
Damn.
know. But at the end of the day, this is comics.
Chokehold.
Characters don't stay dead. Not even for him. So yeah, Marvel is massive. Everybody has an opinion. And
I'm outta
all
here.
those opinions just get repeated without
You
being
missed.
fully thought through. These are mine. Agree or disagree. It doesn't really matter.
Right.
But at least
Blicked.
for now,
Blicked. Get blicked. You're still the eighth. That's it.
But yeah, guys, let me know down below. What are your hot?
That's
Marvel
like me in
takes?
last game.
What are the takes that are gonna make
He doing what he
everybody
can,
around you in the
but he
comment
gonna die for it.
section just heated? You know that Tangled meme with all the swords around him? I want you guys to drop those takes down below, but be genuine. Don't try to rage bait. Drop actual opinions you have. Anyways, remember to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you know when a new video goes live. And yeah.
Fucking Wanda. Alright, today's from him.
Popcorners white cheddar flavor. Hairy like popcorn, crunchy like a chip. Popcorners snap differently.
I ain't even using the team move. That's how good I am. I'm very forgetful. Very forgetful. I know I'm just having y'all look at the tail. I'm sorry. But we can get in here, y'all.
Discover CeraVe hair care, reinvented with dermatologists.
You ever like sit down and think, wait a minute, everything that I'm consuming right now is going to outlive me all. Not just
They
like
have-
Debbie
no,
Downer here,
no,
but like
it's a rocket.
genuinely, long after we're gone, after our descendants are arguing about like, I don't know, like who gets the last clean glass of water, DC is still going to be publishing their 1 billion.
Oh, you got help.
Harley Quinn.
And then you gonna look at the. Come on, Jeff.
These characters are just
Come on, Jeff.
not long-lived. They're immortal.
I knew you was gonna die.
Their
You can't just
purposes.
look at the like. You gotta be somebody
Creatures
other
of
than
pop
like
culture.
Moon Knight.
And because of that, they have to be kept in this weird.
Moon Knight, unless you're really good with those
comic book
aims,
gimmick
is not gonna hit
creation.
Iron
Their
Man.
personalities are
He'll
either
win that every
stagnant,
time.
they're fixed, or maybe they're
You just have to be a better
complete.
aimer,
The
a better
big
player.
heroes, like Superman, like Batman, like Spider-Man, they've had a major,
Nice.
all of their major
That was sick.
development decades ago. Even if it's kind of recent, like, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, it's still been some time. The worlds can change, though. The threats
I'm gonna get mine.
can evolve, but can they evolve? Well, they usually stay largely recognizable. That's part of the job when you're a franchise mascot. But here's the thing.
Oh, it was because of what you call it. It's fine.
In fact,
The Moon Knight and the Groot combo. That's a great combo.
Modern stories good.
Y'all went to triple support? That's sad. He's not even Blade no more. Oh, damn. No more Blade. Why you not my uncle? Why you not my uncle? He's the Moon Knight.
Seeing all of these storytelling methods change.
Oh,
is part of the
shit.
sauce. That's what makes it fun. Sometimes, every so often, we're going to see one of our favorite characters go on some wild personal journey where they have to confront who they are after a massive shift in the status
I want to know
quo.
how.
And this is
Because I was looking at, I knew they had the third healer. I was on their third healer.
From these staples comes from what
Like I was on their third healer. They have 3 healers now. To cause our triple tank. But here's the thing. I said triple tank, triple DPS. We do not need a Moon Knight. I don't need Moon Knight, personally. I haven't even used the ability once, to be honest.
Learning and evolving as they
And that's
go
fine.
as a new superhero.
Again, there's a one-shot combo with it. You know,
Those days are long
just
gone.
gonna farm some ult.
They've hit that emotional cap. And that brings us to the topic today. Because while these stoic symbolized characters are cool and all, there's another archetype that is just as interesting that allows them to grow more. And that is the scumbag character.
Damn, you suck at aiming. You're Jeff.
Overconfident, the arrogant, the insufferably smug menace who everyone hates at first. Sometimes even the readers hate them, but over time, they get molded into a genuinely compelling, better, lovable
Good kill,
character,
because we
while
couldn't
still
kill him.
keeping that spark of ego that made them entertaining in the first place. These characters go on full transformations from being very obnoxious to being iconic, beloved from a hated state, right? They are walking red flags to eventually heroes that we would actually trust in a fight. Kind of. Nah, mostly I'm joshing. We could trust them. So yeah, today guys, we're gonna jump straight into the biggest jerks in comics and how they have grown. Their journeys matter.
Can't lie, there's only a lot of them like this. It's kind of funny.
Not just because of where they ended up. Yep, this guy sucks, and if you don't know who he is, this is
Oh, that's
Booster Gold,
adorable.
a complete fraud, but he does end up earning his legacy.
Damn.
Booster starts out as Michael John Carter, a kid from the 25th century, born into a broken family. His dad dips on him on his 4th birthday to not get.
Oh no, I should have. I should have held it. I knew I should have held it. I knew I should have held it.
Leads him at all. So when Michael grows
I was
up,
just hoping they wasn't
he
looking at the time when I grabbed it.
quarterback, playing football.
It's fine.
He ends up repeating the
I
exact
farmed that
same
ult to
sins
do nothing with
he
it.
hated his
It's actually
father
kind of funny.
for. He throws games and
Great ult.
gambles
Great ult by
on his
Jeff.
own games so that he
Jeff
can get
ate
money.
the,
And
not
even
the
though
entire, but
does
he ate the entire back line. He ate their entire back line.
Treatment. The second he gets caught, it breaks her heart.
Damn.
Anyways, right, as you might expect, because yes, while the mom is grateful for her clean bill of health, unintended, she doesn't want her son.
Yeah, y'all not gonna get back to this point. I can say that for
She would
sure.
rather die than to let her son become a criminal. That right there is the core of early Booster Gold. A guy who wants to do good, but wants attention and validation.
Yeah, okay, they got back to that point. We have to do that.
He's working security.
Yeah, we had to do that. Yeah,
Moon
Moon Knight, bro. It is what it is.
The legends of the
Had to roll out and get out of there.
Screen. Superman, Batman, the Justice League, the kinds of heroes who defined entire eras.
Yeah, nah, yeah. Had to parry that shit. Had to parry that shit. Oh my gosh.
The normal way, like a normal human being, this is Booster Gold. And Booster Gold requires Booster Gold solutions. He steals everything not nailed down. A Legion flight ring, Brainiac tech, a power suit, Even the museum security robots.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm okay with like supports being able to fight back and all, but I'm like on the whole tip of like that motherfucker truly like had all the survivability. That was pretty good. And combination of him having the help and shit, like that was good. That was good team coordination.
First influencer hero in history. Basically, Logan Paul with a superhero suit and not exactly laughing at dead bodies. He's not here to save the world. He's here to get rich for saving the world. That's his A, B, and C. This is the starting point. A complete fraud with a sponsorship portfolio. And this version of Booster Gold.
I mean, he is. That's it.
Becomes one half of one of the greatest duos in all of comics. Him and Ted Kord are chaos incarnate, running around casinos.
Let me get up in here with that.
Islands, turning the league
Blocked
into a workplace comedy skit and getting into trouble because Booster desperately wants the one thing that he will never get at this point in time, and that is respect.
You're dead.
Booster's early career
I wanted some
is
sushi.
defined by wanting recognition he did not
Fuck
earn.
that.
But the thing that makes
Fuck that. Play the objective.
that makes his progression matter is how much pain he goes through to finally get it. He loses his suit. He loses his arm. He gets humiliated.
You gotta be shitting me, man. All I need is some heals on the point.
The real breaking point is
I got a Moon Knight that can't do shit.
the moment Booster loses the anchor, the best friend he ever had, the one person who saw
Trash
him
Knight,
more
apparently.
than just a screw up, that right there is where his entire arc pivots.
Right, I couldn't do much. I got a whole team that doesn't really do target priority.
By the time you get to 52, the series, the crazy big event,
Yeah, but you're 10 and 9
reboot,
with 5 final hits. You shouldn't even have been DPS.
Sponsorships, stage fights, fake heroics, but even that blows up in his face. And when the world is about to explode, Booster does the most un-Booster Gold thing imaginable.
Crazy. Anyway,
sacrifices
that was super winnable too. Isn't that some shit?
Image, even his own life, or what looks like it, to save people.
Garbage.
Not for a camera, not for money, not for a headline. He does something heroic with nobody watching. That's the turning point right there. That's when the reveal hits. Booster didn't die. He teamed up with Rip Puncher, one of the DC Universe's greatest time travelers, to protect the timeline, secretly taking on the identity
I don't know what the
of
fuck you're talking
Supernova
about.
and
But
doing world saving behind the scenes.
Well,
The
I'm
kind
going
of work
Blade.
where you can't take credit. The kind of work that doesn't come with trophies or brand deals.
Yeah, some people are looking to lord their shit, which is fine. This is a quick place for it to learn your character and lord it.
That's the beauty of his progression. He never stops being Booster. He's so loud, he's so confident, he's still a little bit ridiculous. But now
I kind of like the way this looks too, as a comp.
Growth, and he gains a better heart. That same
So it'd be unique. See, you know, NetEase gave me a nice quick play team, just to chill.
Stupid enough to try, and usually it pulls off. He becomes somebody who
And we're on
wants
offense.
to be a hero. He actually is one, even if no one else sees it.
Let me get the blick out from my Uncle Blade.
Than his meetings with two
Get
versions
the blick
of
out.
Batman.
You gotta get
In
the
Booster
blick out.
Gold, issue 1,000,000,
Get the blick out.
comics, don't
Yeah, you
worry
get the
about it.
blick
It's
out.
actually not that high of a number.
All right, after this
But
game,
the
after this, I'll
anti-Batman
probably
arc with Batman. This time the relationship was very shaky. After his position,
yeah, after
of
this
the
game, I'll
death of
probably
after Infinite Crisis,
go back to
everybody
smoking.
was kind of not liking each other after this
Yeah.
event. And then we see Batman just throw
But yeah, let me go ahead
a
and get
bunch
to
of
this game.
photos onto the ground, and you might be using your detective brains thinking, why would he do that? The photos end up being pictures of Barbara Gordon when she was shot by the Joker. Of course, he had his little camera and his little Hawaiian t-shirt. But actually, we end up seeing Booster Gold in the pictures. And he asks,
Got her.
how did you get
Oh, that
this?"
was stolen.
The whole time, Booster was trying to go into the
I am not the
past
person to do
save
it.
Barbara. Batman says, from a camera the Joker had on him the night he shot and paralyzed Barbara Gordon.
Got him. I told you I wasn't the person to do it with.
For years,
Killed
when you
him.
showed up, you weren't
I'm the
wearing
ace, ain't I?
same
No, I'm not.
uniform.
Good stuff,
You
Emma,
were
on pushing the
younger.
pace.
So I waited.
I killed the backline
until you grew
disruptor.
up. He's
They
like,
have no
"What's going
tank,
on?
but triple
What are
support.
you doing,
Ain't that
Michael?"
some mess?
He said, I tried to save Barbara from getting shot. I couldn't do that. I tried to save Ted too, but instead, I tied a big knot in time. I couldn't save
Should've did a bullet.
anyone I wanted to because I am a joke. Obviously, if you try to change the timeline and you don't have the proper protections,
Yeah, we
Michael
needed
do
something like
things
that.
to make sure that you lose. And Batman says, a joke? I don't
I'm
know
backing
what
up.
you're up to, but I can see the pain and punishment.
This man not trying to duck no fades. He crazy.
Tortured. You You risked your life for
Yeah,
a
he did,
chance
though.
she might walk again.
He did too.
I can stop people from changing the past for the worse.
He crazy. You ain't gonna get it in time before. Oh no, he did though.
No, I swear I had the Royal Flush Gang, but God, it's driving me crazy.
Right, get out of here, bro.
Let the world think you're crazy.
I want to actually play
That's what it
comp.
takes to be the best you
Nah.
can be, Michael. You proved me wrong. You proved yourself wrong. If you ever need somebody to talk to, I might not be Ted Cord, but I'll listen. He says, whatever you're doing, keep it up. That is beautiful. And then we see him later on in the same run talk to Dick Grayson when he's Batman and Bruce
Listen, a
Wayne
bunch of
is
shots.
completely MIA. And we
Fuck
see
outta
how
here.
mature he's become after a discussion
That was my
about
fault.
protecting the timeline, which is interesting because in the past,
I can say that for sure.
doing whatever he wanted,
He came in and was
just
like,
simply
shit.
his rep. He says here,
No more triple support
"You
apparently. They just got a
travel through
shitty
time.
backline.
That would make you the ultimate detective. There isn't a crime you couldn't solve, no mystery you wouldn't know the answer to."
They got that
True.
shitty
That's not really
backline.
what I'm about. Though, to be honest, there are a few historical events I've gone back in time to check out. I know who the model of the Mona Lisa really was. I know what really happened.
Damn, he was so bad that Luna just fucked him up. But Luna is NetEase golden child. She can fuck up almost anybody.
Really get real. I know who sabotaged the
Yeah, we know
Hindenburg.
the. I mean
Where
the.
your heart really went. I saw the Great Pyramids get
Yeah, we right here.
built.
We'll
I
fuck
saw
you
the
up.
crucifixion, Krypton's destruction, Abin-Sur's crash, First Contact. One of these days, I'll even check out the birth of existence, flexing much, huh? And then Dick Grayson says, so the rather trite but ethereal question, why don't you go back in time, kill Hitler's mother, and prevent his birth? And he says, what if I flip for that? What if I give you a gun, take you back in time, and say,
Yeah, I wanted
there's
that.
the Joker's grandmother right there, as a 6-year-old, kill
You gotta
her,
go.
and that maniac will never be born. Would you do it? Touche. This is what it's really all about, because if the universe's biggest showboat can grow into one of DC's most important unsung heroes, then any douchebag character archetype can become legendary. Let's make
30% more coffee infused into every pot means more bold taste to your day. New Curie Coffee Collector.
Play the new Simpsons event in Monopoly Go today.
Hi, friends.
Meet the Millie Moon Miss Rachel Potty Training Gift Set.
Ah, my aim was garbage with that one. Ugh.
Featuring Millie Moon Miss Rachel training pants and potty training essentials your little one will love.
It's a dino.
Available at Target.
I wanted some dino meat. Dino.
I have something for you.
Alright, real talk. I'm about to just dive him. My aim right now is not on.
Expedia helps you go places like I Show Speed.
Wait till you see this.
Just a super chill, easygoing, low-key vacation, all booked in one place. Expedia, the one place you go to go places.
Let's make our way to Wally West, one of, dare I say it, top 5 greatest
Nice.
DC characters
Thank you.
of all time. His
Thank
journey
you
is
so
very
much.
compelling. And one of the best
Oh, that's
approaches
nasty.
to
That's
comics
nasty. That's nasty.
because it's earned
Oh, she
in
died?
DC and
I didn't realize, but I do like the C&D though. That was awesome. My C&D was definitely healing behind me, and I was just bad on my shots out. So thank you, C&D. I just want to apologize on that front. Let me just say that. Didn't realize you died behind me though, and I'm sorry for that shit. I was like, damn.
That might be the
No,
greatest
but
run
no,
of
we
Flash
got you. You got a
ever,
nigga on your
but it's
team.
like, we need to see
It's
the
7
build-up.
on 5
That's what
apparently
makes
since somebody
everything
left.
a lot more
Oh hell no,
engaging.
I'm backing up.
And you feel for
Nope,
Wally
you backing
more
up
as a
quick.
character. That's why I will always recommend
Nope.
starting at the beginning. I'm pretty
That
sure
shit outta
Flash
here.
Volume 2 or 3, the first
Oop.
post
My aim is
Flash
garbage.
run.
What am I
That's
doing?
where you see Wally grow as
Is
a
it just
human being.
reticle?
Let's go all the way back.
Is it my
to his
reticle?
origin. It starts with a kid running away from home, literally. Like that's literally one of the
Oh
first
god,
things
oh
you
god,
see
oh
him do.
god.
He grows up in this little town called Blue Valley, in a household that's very cold, very dismissive, and at times could outright be abusive, depending on which version of Wally that could be, physical abuse or just verbal abuse. His parents mocked his ambitions, shut down his emotions,
That's
and
3.
treated his daydreams like flaws. They tried to
That's
verbally
4.
get it out of him. And then,
Hey, give me that
he
quad.
becomes Kid Flash. Barry was his hero, and he had the chance to have a superhero fantasy in his life fulfilled. And it's the
I almost killed her too. That'd been 5, but I got a quad out of it.
believes in him.
Hey, like I said last game, I got a quad out of it. My aim was so bad. Yeah, 10%. My aim is usually for Blade run 20. Really good game, 30%. 20, 30%. God awful. Yeah, like I said, God awful. This shit was 10%. Yeah, no, like I said, like this was just a chill day. Like I said, I'm not going on the comp. Like truthfully, not happening.
He's a pretty good boy. To say the least. I gotta stop. Anyways,
But I'm gonna clip this highlight though. We're gonna clip that. Let me see. This is the last moments of this game too. So right here, I'm just hunting down this Moon Knight. Like seriously, I don't need no Moon Knight. Get him out of here. We don't know what you doing, bro. We don't need that either. I got my C&D did that. Oh, guess what? It didn't help none of their team. Bam. That's two more right there going down. And then C&D finished that. Oh, let me finish out her. And well, technically it was Tyrone, so let me finish him out.
Acting like he understands life better than everyone else.
And that Phoenix was almost raps for sure.
People like Wonder Girl and Starfire to be the direct exceptions to the female gender or sex, right? They are people that can take initiative. Most women aren't like that, in his early opinion. I know this man is very not likable in the beginning. It's a flaw that becomes a lot more obvious when he eventually quits the Teen Titans over philosophical differences. Charismatic? Yeah, sure, you could say that. Mature? Not at all. He wants to be Barry Allen, but he hasn't yet learned why Barry was great.
That stack was what they call fat.
Tendencies, a lot of these political views, and his parents also had it too, which shows you why this was instilled into him. But as a character, he was self-sacrificial. He would make sure to get something done
what am I
and
listening
help others
to? I have
no
no
matter
idea.
what they really are, right? He's still the same emotionally stunted person as he was as a kid in Blue Valley, but now is a lot more aggressive. And then Crisis on Infinite Earths hits, and all his world falls apart. Barry dies, and the pedestal that Wally relied on so much that he
getting out of that, going back. Finally won that game at the very least on quick play, but like, hey, I ain't tripping about it. My whole thing when it comes to like
far too big to fill. At the beginning of the Flash run,
no thing when it comes to that aspect of like quick play and stuff, like really, like I like trying. I do. That's what gives me the dopamine for the game. So regardless of whatever game I'm in, game sense, like I do like playing, to my optimal pace, and it gives me that type of it gives me that rush. And that's what we really enjoy, right?
And I hope that a lot of you guys are realizing that this
What the
version
hell?
of Wally is very similar to the Justice
God, I'm
League
still on this little
version,
fucking
but just a lot more
on this pin
despicable
particles.
and not likable.
Well,
He wins the lottery,
let me see what else I can get into
on a mansion. He burns through relationship
with my character real quick.
brand
Actually get some pin particles. Get a Pimini.
Barry by wearing the suit, but in reality, he is running away.
Oh shit! It's a huge Wolverine.
Be all of his potential. He's just throwing it away. Everything.
That's a huge angry man right there. Huge angry football.
Here
Let me get in there.
Linda Park, who refuses to call
Are you serious?
or idolize him.
Oh, what about the disco?
Calls out his ego, his
No. Oh, that's sick. All right, that. I'm going to the beach.
To Pied Piper, a former member of his Rogues Gallery.
You know, let me go. Yeah, I was about to say you gonna let me go to this beach. That's not bullshit. That the beach is not the same as everything else when it comes to this area. I can't go into the clobbering club. It's sick. All right, fuck it. It's a big furry man. Anytime, man. Yeah, I know Wolverine. So let's go ahead and we's a big fantastic. We big fantastic. Yo, that roll up.
Keystone City gives
Wally a working class. Hey, do what you want to do when it comes to the summer skin,
very hard workers
or one more.
for generations and
Just
building
know.
a foundation for their
I
family.
want them to say
Mentors like Jay Garrick and
sure.
Max Mercury, and the chance to build a life instead of running
Shoot,
away
for
from
right
one.
now, I do want
All
some views.
builds
Yeah,
onto
that's a little
one
adorable.
Solid
What is this?
Flash, and for the
What's
first
up?
time, he isn't trying to be like
What
Barry.
is this? This little tiny strange.
Himself, and then we
What
get
you
to
want?
the Mark Wade run, and this solidifies Wally's
Yo, ankle biter, that's what he is.
He isn't just a legacy character living in the shadow of Barry Allen anymore. He's a Flash that finally decided to choose growth instead of being stagnation. The thesis of the Flash is to always keep moving. Why should he not choose growth? He shares the Speed Force. He learns about it. He finds out everything he can do with it. He mentors Bart Allen, the grandson of Barry. He builds meaningful relationships with Kyle Rayner, and he also has the Titans that he built up throughout the Mesmer Lobes era, and of course in the Mark Waid era, just bringing back old friendships, right? He understands.
Good, because that was not meant to be the same.
But also, the identity itself isn't just a mask. It's a responsibility, and you have to work at it. You have to work at being a hero 24/7. And his relationship with Linda Park, becomes the emotional anchor of the Speed Force and his love. Where Barry had Iris, Wally now has Linda. A man who once couldn't take accountability now becomes a father figure for the Flash family. And speaking of a father figure, he becomes a husband and a father with 2 twins, and today he even has a baby. So he has 3 kids right now. The contrast is staggering. This guy was once somebody who treated women as accessories, sleeping around, being exactly the person you don't want to be with, and also believing that they had no free will and they're subservient to men, to now believing and treating Linda as his equal, a Korean American woman, which is completely different from the white lady that he thought that he was going to be with when he was in the Titans in the Mark Wolfman era, right? This is crazy. He now values stability. The boy who ran from trauma now confronts everything head on. No more judgments, no more conservative teen here. He's now.
No, I don't know what the fuck my algorithm is going into when it comes to the next thing, but it's boring, but it will get me there. I'm sure. Flashy plays.
And running experimental comps. Then wondering why their heart's done. So if you actually want to hit Celestial,
On to the next. You're going to chill.
Ever heard in your life. And I promise you, these 13 tips will be the reason you finally get there. Because by the end of this video, you will have 13 dead simple things that Celestial players actually do while everyone else is just chasing some highlights and some clips. So with that being said and done, hope you all enjoy the rest of the video. Now starting out with AIM Labs or bot training. I know, everyone hates training, but listen, it will get you so many good results. And you don't have to do it for hours or even 30 minutes a day. All I'm saying is 10 minutes a day, right? So if you're on console, you probably don't have access to AIM Labs, but you're a Marvel Rival player, so you have access to the practice range. You're going to go down to the practice range, put the target on Luna. You're going to have the fixed distance at 20 meters or anywhere you really want to practice your range. Then you're going to have movement action on random. Make sure static dynamic option is on. Then the movement speed is going to be super fast. I say 3 targets is where you want to start out, right? But the reason we're having super fast speed is because in-game, targets will not be moving this fast. And over time, just a 10-minute warm-up, the targets in-game will actually appear a lot easier to hit. And the duration, as long as you want, 60 seconds for a warm-up, or you can go in like you hit a certain amount of kill count, right? But for people on PC, you have access to AIM Labs, really good training. AIM Labs has this area where it's like a rank system, right? Where they get your rank over time. And the drills and practice they offer you are so good. There's not one task they have you do.
I won't say today has been super productive, but at the very least, though, there is content. There's something at the very least, so it's nice.
You name it. I usually like to run the full 30 because I like to be good on my aim. But I'm telling you, just 10 minutes even on that drill a day, and you'll see crazy improvement. Number 2, we got positioning. Now, a lot of people mess up when it comes to positioning.
I can't believe I dropped this damn phone during this shit. That was idiotic.
Starting out with support. Support, please, for the love of God, stop fronting. I know you may get a pitch, you may get all excited, but the fight has not been won yet. So, support, if you're in the backline, you start to get pegged, the team's rolling, stay near the backline. And also, stay in line of sight of your other support. That other support needs to see you, especially where people love to dive. You're going to want to see your other support. You guys need to take care of each other. You guys are like a little couple. So keep doing that, right? So for DPS player, your position is going to be a little bit more dynamic, right? Depending on if you're a hit scan person, like a Pope, or if you're a diver. But Pope, obviously, you want to stay in the middle of things. You want to stay in line of sight of your support in case they get dope, but also you want to stay in the middle of the action so you can apply pressure to the front line. Now, sometimes you may want to peel off a little bit to the left or right to see if you can get more picks, which is really good. But most of the time, you're in the middle. And
so,
supports. Tanks. My God.
Let's talk about.
Don't listen to what anyone is saying.
Let's talk about the season. Is anybody even enjoying the season so far? Like, the Marvel Rivals, like, just how's it been for you? Because a lot of people have been. I mean, there's always something to be complaining about. That's the society we live in. A lot of people just complain. And I will say there are things to complain about in general when it comes to, like, legitimate gripes. Like, you can have those, but understand, like, always take the good with the bad, or at least try to concise the good over the bad. Try to understand, like, okay, this is good, like, from a standpoint, like the base, like I said, from a design standpoint, the game is really fucking good. But from a season seasonal standpoint here and there, from a balance standpoint, there are issues to be had and there are things to talk about. But again, though, this game is genuinely baseline really good, and it gives you that type of dopamine that you can really adjust to, and just and when you find that hero that really fits you, that's what makes it worth
You
it.
gotta be very careful with the resource of your shield. Like the ability management, if I have to put one word to describe what you're doing, it's resource management. And a lot of players are using this resources very loosely. And they think, oh, it doesn't matter, I have a cooldown. Those 8 seconds or 12 seconds on whatever ability you use is going to be detrimental to your team, right? Like I was saying, Luna players, you get dive with no CC, you're screwed. Tank players, if you're just holding your shield out well, letting it charge and not taking the damage yourself, you're screwed, right? Not tank
Well,
players.
yeah, I hope
DPS
everybody's
players,
been productive
you
and
can
stuff,
also
because
mess
it's
up.
been a
Like,
really
I know a
good
lot of
day
Cyclops, they're just
for the most
burning
part.
their
Well,
ricochet. Save that.
needed
Save that
anyways.
for
I know, like I
when
said,
you're dead.
work
You
30
can't
hours
see them.
throughout the
But
weekend, and for the
why
most
are you
part,
using
and there's
it,
a
right?
lot of stress.
Train your burst
But
see, like,
you mitigate it, you do what you can, you push through,
every character, but you know
and
the character.
I like
So
getting
those
back to Marvel
characters
Rivals. Like, I got some content
don't
already
slow
that's
it
been
down.
uploaded. I gotta
Really, really good
get
video.
the clean up the thumbnail,
Now on to
whatnot,
number
but
4,
we got some
Guardian
uploads
Cryo. Now,
to the channel,
let's
so
talk about
hopefully
the
everybody's
shield
checking it
and
out,
the
enjoying
pressure
themselves.
and who to heal. Support. If you're target prioritizing, don't just heal your tank.
But it's always good to take that time and
24/7,
unwind.
right? I understand they be under pressure. Unless it's a dino,
But yeah, hello everybody, thank you for joining in.
if they're in cover and you see they're in cover, heal them to half. Make sure your other teammates don't need heals, because your other teammates who are squishy don't take that long to heal, right? But what I'm seeing a lot of times,
But yeah,
with
no,
other
there's
sports,
things that really be
sports not
had.
looking at their other sports because they're also reprioritizing, and the tanks just taking all the healing. And then at the end of the game, they're like,
So
the healing
some balances that I would have for the game, genuinely.
and one sport, or one
Well,
sports team taking care of the whole team, and the other sports
again,
taking
like
care
there's
of
so
one
much.
or
Like you've already,
right? So that's for the
you're
sports.
still
Now
working
for
this
the
whole
team,
CC
yes,
thing, which
stop
is
shooting
you know
teams.
you can
It's
put
a little
tenacity in the
low
game,
I
and
get it, but
you know
you
I'm
need
not.
to
It
apply
make
pressure
it's a
to
lot.
the
Like
target.
it's
You are 96. There's a lot of people who
tenacity is definitely
do
a
so much
double-edged
damage.
sword when
Like,
it
oh,
comes
how
to
much
the
damage is
CC
that?
problem.
Look how much damage is that? I'm doing a good job. No, your job is to get picks.
However, though, I
It's
will
cool,
say
it's
now,
part of your thing, but picks is what's the most important.
it comes
Okay?
down to
So look at those squishies.
there's
Apply
so much
pressure,
damage
yes.
in the
You see
game,
the
and there's so
healers
much
that heal
heals
their
to
tanks? Apply
to
pressure
try
to
to
your tanks.
mitigate the
Most
damage,
times
but
you
there's
keep
not enough
those squishy
shielding to block it.
tanks.
So
Now, this
there's
is
a
a lot of
way
tanks.
either
But in this season,
you have to either
especially,
nerf that
there's a
damage
hope
or
for
nerf the
things.
heal,
So
well,
if you're a
nerf
magic
damage
player,
and
you start
heals,
putting
and to
pressure
truly
on those
balance
squishies.
out what's
Mark
going
those
on.
targets who are
The only
doing
other
a
flip
lot of
side
damage to
or
you,
to that
right?
is trying to
Fighting
teach
long
tanks
is
how
always
to
cool.
truly, or
So I
giving
get
more
it.
giving
So
more
you
natural
set
a way of natural
target
cover to tanks. I
pressure
don't know how to
on
really
the people
balance
who are
out those
messing
maps,
with
because you
you.
still have
You
already
know?
those map
Okay?
designs,
Whether that's a hit
and that's
in the
just a
corner,
mental a
whether that's a
player
guy
thing.
that's
You
trying
know
to walk
that
past
goes
you,
from
or it's a
player to
support
player,
that's
and
looking to heal.
it's
Or
everybody's
better
different.
yet,
So
another tank that need to get out with
how
pressure
do you
because you shoot
mitigate
them
all
off
this
the
damage
heal,
that they put
right?
out
But
and
look
these
at
heals
the
that they
shot.
have when it
Don't look
comes
at this,
down to like the
you know,
game?
going quiet or just going AFK in the game and just focusing on the tank. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're better. Number 5, reading matchups. Another boring thing to do. But hey, it applies so much value. And when I mean reading matchups, for those who don't understand what I'm talking about pulling up tab at the start of the game, understand what the enemy team's trying to do, right? So if you see
Hell,
a
is anybody else hitting their own
Captain
blunt? That's all I'm
America,
saying. Like, come on now.
Black Panther,
No, just
Hulk,
go ahead
obviously,
and let me know what's going on with you,
and that
and
just means,
hopefully y'all doing well. Let me know how y'all feeling,
right?
because
make adjustments like, oh,
we good on this side.
a lot more. So let me play it a little bit closer to my supports to give them a little bit of support they need, you know? It also means that, like, say, hey, I'm playing Punisher, there's Magneto on the team, I'm going to want to either get my ultimate off fast or hold it until that Magneto uses his ult, right? Reading matchups does a lot of things for you. It helps you basically play the game in the future.
Oh yeah,
know
these some good ass
what's
hits.
coming. Expect what's going to happen. So therefore, when it does
But
happen,
in all honesty, what's
you're
looking
way
for
more
most
prepared,
of Marvel
you know?
Rivals?
You're not playing catch up. You're actually responding way faster. And sometimes it might lead to an extra pick.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you personally what I would be looking forward to,
Now for number 6.
because I'm pretty much in the state of the game where I'm just kind of like flowing and hoping, and maybe I'll get noticed here and there, and if I complain about net ease enough, maybe to say something. I know they won't invite me to nothing. I'm not the type of person for them to invite, or at the very least, I'm not really known enough for them to really care.
But sometimes you don't know what they're going to respond with, so you either look to bait it out.
But
go for
300K definitely helped out a lot of people, and there's some content creators that really, truly should actually be a part of these tournaments that they keep having, that they just honestly just missing out. They're really missing out, missing the point of like how to really gauge and garnish these audiences. You got people that not just are into these games and make this content, but they're actually kind of LARPing a bit. So like they do cosplay or whatnot, and then they play these games, and it's fun, and they have their fun as well. So it's like it's not just a matter of like, oh, we're in a competitive scene and whatnot, and then this is for this tournament. Granted, if it's gonna be for some money, like NetEase is gonna keep doing, it's gonna be the case of like, yeah, you're gonna want to try, obviously, especially when it comes to big money. It's been getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, when it comes to the Marvel IP, of course it is. How can it not? It's Marvel at the end of the day. People are going to buy in first and foremost. The MCU is already the biggest cinematic thing ever. Like that's just through the numbers of monetary. There's nothing changing that. But here's where it gets down. You boil down the brass tacks in the end. You have to understand your player base as well, and understand that there are going to be way more casuals to come in, and if you can find a way to get them to actually watch as well as play, that'd be great. Like and it's a way to do that, but NetEase hasn't found the true formula to do so. So in all honesty, a lot of games really haven't had that composition to do so anyway. Like most games just want to have a lifespan, and that's pretty much it. Whether it's like single player or fighting games, obviously have their own short lifespan. That when it comes to like you get it, you play it, and it's over. Unless you're truly in the competitive scene, then you're in the competitive scene, and that's just it. But other than that, like when it comes to like live service games like this, you gotta understand your player base. You gotta know that this needs a certain level of PvE, and it's a lot more PvE than people like to give it credit for. Granted, yeah, it is primarily seen as PvP, but there's a lot of LARPing, and there's a lot of like just in general just fun game modes that people just go off and just just do their own thing, and then that's a good sense to have when it comes to just going forth when it gets to this game. I let go out. Going into that little rant, so hold that thought.
Can't be clueless. If you're trying to improve in this game, you can't be clueless of what's going on. Now, I'm not saying you need to be a meta slave and play what's the best character, but understand your character's strengths and where they fall.
But again, though, I already know NetEase is gonna look at me, especially since I'm not the complete symbol of excellence. I can be the symbol of adaptation and change, but at the same time, though, that's not the same, right? You need pillars. You need those good celebrities, and shout out to Kingdom for being that for for NetEase and whatnot. Now they love pushing them, so and that's good for them too because it's fun.
Like right now in this current post meta season 8.5, I don't know when.
It's good that he has the mental that he has, and he continues to play the way he does too. Because realistically, that's how you're going to see a lot of gameplay if you're going to watch it. Now, is it right that he's going up against these more so casuals? That's not my say. Because, funny enough, NetEase already has a problem with balancing, whether it's matchmaking and characters. So, that's on them. That's a NetEase problem. And that's who the complaints and the garnish hate should truly be. Now, not in the sense of just garnish the hate for the company as a whole. No, just garnish the hate for what they're trying to do. And let them know that it's not right, and go forth and voice your opinion. Now, I know I'm mostly voiceless, but at the same time, I'm trying to garnish my own little audience on here, man. Like I said, I do this on the side. Mostly when it comes to just putting forth content, putting forth I like this game so much, but I will say when other games come out that will have my attention, like Marvel's Wolverine, I'm gonna play that. Final Fantasy 14, we're gonna have Azrael's Adventures coming back. GTA 6 is definitely a move for sure. So look out for that. Like I'm looking to really try to put out different content for the channel, and I like Marvel Rivals. I'm really good at Marvel Rivals on the console, and in my very much opinion. I'm not gonna say I'm like the grandiose of everything. Hell no, nowhere close.
Or Star-Lord, one of the best DPS in the game. Rocket Raccoon.
But if I was on season 0, my rank would probably be higher.
Get out of jail.
I like the. I'm glad that I got to where I am and get the badges I get when when the season ends.
Now,
I get the
this
GM
one comes with time. It's super fun.
consistently, so
Be aware of your mouse.
that's that.
That knowledge will help in
I got it for both seasons this time, so that's even better because I had the time to do so. And this season was more so, especially season 8 was mostly the brawl meta. Season 8 was the brawl meta, which is why I was able to really get into the GM status of that. And then now, still in GM right there. Just again, timing. It's all about the timing.
As well. So just know your map. It's probably the shortest tip out there, but it brings so much. It's crazy that people just don't know where the health packs are. Now, you've heard this tip everywhere. You have to hear this one. Just like, don't one trick. If you're watching this video, you're probably not a one trick, but I just gotta really emphasize, you can't one trick in this economy. There's so many characters and there are so many bans. Especially if your character is like a more meta character, you're putting yourself in jeopardy. Alright?
What's up? You wanna hit this?
You are screwed.
Boom.
There's so many ways and angles you can look at it. Your character,
Hold on, you gotta get another one.
Your character
Stop all that mess.
Your character be counter, like it's just
enjoy yourself. Enjoy
one person, right?
your time. Enjoy
right?
the days that we have when it comes to life, because we don't know.
That's fine. One trick.
You never know.
But the versatility and having so many flex picks is so great for this game. Now, when I mean don't be one trick, I also don't mean just have like 2 characters. I mean know at least 3 characters in every role proficiently. Not the best. If you have a go-to character, you still have a go-to guy. But at least have like 2 to 3 picks you can play in other role, right? So you just understand, like, if you're in any of these bad situations that it's mentioned against your good character, you can flex, you know? Especially for DPS. DPS one tricks are criminal. They need to be locked up. Okay. Now for number 12, we got Duo. Now Duo, I'm weird with this tip, right? I don't believe you should be dueling in the earlier, like, metal ranks, because you need to let your skill flourish. Hopefully, it was like a friend who's doing the same skill, though. I get it, but like duo, you should really only start to duo when you get towards like diamond up. I highly recommend dueling because the amount of people, terrorists throwing your games, it's not even like your friend's gonna be really good. It's just a numbers game. Like your friend is just statistically, just not hopefully, you're not playing with a deranged person. It's not gonna be a thrower, right? And that's what you want. You just want another not thrower on your team who understands the game and someone. Hopefully, you can calm with, right? That also
Smoke every day.
Right? You can do a lot of the tips I listed on this list with a good duo. So, if you're looking for more easy ones, that duo is gonna help you in the way to go. That's why you see a lot of pro players and high-ranking players ask for bring 3 stacking back. It's just a crazy advantage when you're playing with someone you know consistently. Alrighty, last but not least, quality time in the game. I know. It's boring to me. It's like right there. I know you heard it, time in, but I'm not talking about just time in. I'm talking about quality time in. Understanding what you're doing with that time in, all right? There's a lot of, the favorite analogy I like to use for any profession or when anyone talks about professional, right? I grew up playing sports. You will see these guys at the basketball court playing crazy hours. And they'll be there every day, putting in crazy hours, but they're not, like, obviously pro level, right? You would never say a pickup guy is like LeBron James level, right? But if you look at a player like LeBron James, he's not just putting time into the sport, he's putting quality time in. He's looking at what shots he's taking. He's looking at what drills. He's looking at the film to see what he did wrong. And he's looking to adjust these things. So take that same knowledge and apply it to rivals, right? What are you doing, right? What are you practicing on this game? What are you trying to focus on, right? What mistake did you make here? What could you improve on? Quality time in is going to be like the greatest thing ever for your improvement.
I hope everybody been hitting their own thing and doing their own thing.
And that's the 13 tips.
Because damn, can't lie, this has been a hell of a blunt.
When you want to climb the celestial.
It's been a wild stream. I ain't expect to drop the fucking phone twice.
Grinding and running rank challenges. A recent one I might be doing soon.
I even stopped for a second with the whole live shit. I couldn't believe it.
So, if you want to see that, link in the description down below. But if you just want to stay on the YouTube channel, subscribe and like, as I'll be dropping more informational tips to help you guys on whatever.
Oh, there's a suit next to me.
That all being said and done, y'all have a good run. Happy anniversary day.
And shout out to the Fantastic Four. And
OMG.
I'm playing Marvel Rivals. I am Reed Richards in the summer suit. Finally got summer suit. He would be the last one too. He always working.
Influence her brain.
Kind of sounds like me.
It's luggage. Vocal raw. Time for a glow up.
That boy Flats crashed out, didn't he? I can't say I necessarily disagree with him. After the video that I made the other day covering the drama between Light and Flats, Flats went back and over the video that Light made, and he pretty much just talked about everything that Light said and called him out, and eventually just ended up crashing out, doing a complete crash out, which, like I said, I don't necessarily have a problem with that whatsoever. If I was in his shoes, I probably would have done the same exact thing. We're all human at the end of the day, and we can only take so much. But I had a lot of people in the comment section from my previous videos saying, hey, we'd like to hear your
There
thoughts on
goes
that
the blood.
and go over it. And also, the truth, there were a lot of people in the comments that I think have a misunderstanding.
That was nice. It was
of why
cool.
it is that I try to just cover these
Trying to think of what else to
and
really
stay
talk about
truthful
to
to the extent
end this
that I
off
do
with.
give my opinion toward the end of the
For the
video,
most part,
but
I
at the
will
same time
say
as I'm covering it, I do try to be objective and see things from both
there's so much
sides.
going on when it comes to this game. Realistically, it's always on the weekends when it comes to the drama. And thankfully, I'm away from the drama. Even though if I was in the drama mix, I probably would be bigger than what I am now when it comes to like the content that I got. And it's fine for right now. I'll see what I always get what I can, and it's not bad. Just go ahead and check it out when you can. Like, share, subscribe. I do appreciate everybody that has joined in and just scrolled and watched, even if it was a little bit. It is what it is. I can't help what you do, and and I wouldn't tell you any less. Just be yourself, be the best you, if anything, and hopefully we can all come back and reconvene with another really good live. Hell, even maybe some live gameplay for real, for real. I really would love to do that. I need some better equipment. Let's see if we can get me known for the most part. If that would help out. Just views. Just views is really what drives what I really need. So let's go ahead and do what we can, get the channel monetized, and everybody, hope everybody has a dope ass day, dope ass night, evening, whatever, wherever you're watching this from, whatever time you're watching this in. It's been good. So until then, keep on raising.
Now, the things that I'm noticing is a lot of people really don't like Flats. There's a lot of people that also really